Adrian Fontes here. I'm a candidate for Secretary of State, and my experience as an election administrator could be avoiding all of the mess that we see between the Arizona SOS and the Arizona Attorney General. I'm going to explain the mess to you and why it all centers around a system that should work better than it's actually about to work. Now, I apologize about the sound and the quickness of this. I'm obviously not dressed, but here's the deal. Here's the background. Two pieces. Number one, the eQual system in Arizona is about to go down. Arizona is one of the first states to have online voter registration, and we can actually sign petitions for statewide offices like electfontes.com. You can help put me on the ballot for Secretary of State because of this system, eQual. The problem is it's about to go down for all but statewide candidates. So congressional candidates, you're out of luck. Legislative candidates, you're out of luck. Bunch of other candidates from municipalities and things of this nature are out of luck because this system was not prepared properly by the Secretary's office for redistricting, which only happens once every 10 years. That's the root of this problem. So this office, not prepared enough, because election administrators know you got to prepare years and years ahead of time for what could happen. They weren't aware that redistricting was going to mess up this system. And so they weren't prepared for it. So voters are going to suffer, candidates are going to suffer. And because of that, the Attorney General has said, we're going to sue or prosecute the Secretary for not having the system working. Now, does that make sense? It could, because the law says the system's supposed to work. But last week we found out, here's the other twist, that the Secretary of State filed a bar complaint, we knew the bar complaint existed, against the Attorney General, and the Attorney General was found by the Arizona State Bar to have violated rules of ethics. And the Attorney General, who represents the Secretary of State, is now under what's called a diversion program. He's undergoing a disciplinary process for acting unethically. So there's the first twist. This system doesn't work. This guy has threatened this person with prosecution, but he's under an ethical charge and discipline for violating his ethical duty to the Secretary of State. So what happened today? Just a little while ago, here's the big news. Secretary Hobbs here has told the Attorney General through the courts, I don't want you to be able to prosecute me because you're under a diversion program from the state bar. In other words, my lawyer has acted unethically against me, so the court should prevent him from prosecuting me. It makes sense, but the root of the problem is a lack of experience. Now, an election administrator like me would have looked 2 or 3 cycles ahead and said, what are the bumps in the road? What are the problems are going to be? Well, the problems are going to be this for you. And if we had experienced election administrators in the office of Secretary of State, none of this would be happening. None of these problems would exist. The Attorney General who's running for Senate and the Secretary of State who's running for governor would not be at loggerheads on this issue because this system would be working. That's why experience matters. That's why I'm running for Secretary of State, because we need to make sure that on the backside, the architecture of our information technology systems is ready for the realities of the world that we live in. You can't replace experience. My name's Adrian Fontes. I'm running for Arizona Secretary of State so that these kinds of political messes that involve the courts and are messing with voters and candidates don't happen again. Again, Adrian Fontes, hope everybody's good. Have a good one. Hope that helps explain some of this stuff. Bye-bye.